Good morning, gang. Happy Sunday morning. So, I'm betting your plans today probably include, at least some of you, some of the same things I've been doing. Canning fruit or beans or tomatoes or chicken or beef or whatever, right? A lot of you guys probably raised it on your own. Some of you probably found a great sale at the store. And hey, you know what? I can put some of this up while it's on sale. Great. Some of you may have rabbits in the backyard, or it's not hunting season yet, but gone fishing, do whatever, somehow preserving your food. Let's just leave it that way. But what if that was taken away from you? What if you weren't allowed to go raise chickens anymore, or raise rabbits, or go fishing, or go hunting? What if that was against the law? Right? Everybody goes, that would never happen. Unless you live in that beautiful liberal utopia of Oregon. Oregon has an initiative where they are seeking to criminalize hunting, fishing, raising your own animals, everything of the sort, where you are not allowed to procure your own meat on your own. You have to get it from somewhere else. I don't know. Would that be Bill Gates Industries possibly? Okay. Genetically modified lab-grown meat, insect burgers, whatever, beyond ridiculous. That's pretty much it. This is what is literally going on today. Initiative Petition 3 criminalizes injuring or intentionally killing animals, including utilizing breeding practices and raising and killing livestock for food. I want you to think about that for a second. That means nothing. No hunting, no fishing, no growing, no raising, no nothing. Okay? You can't have meat unless somebody else provides it to you, which means, therefore, you know nothing about what's in it, how it was processed. Yeah, okay? Let's just think about this for a second. The silliest part about this, and it's been proven over and over and over again, is that hunting, fishing, whatever it would be, is what actually helps the wildlife population, does not harm it. There's a reason when you get a deer tag or an elk tag or a moose tag or whatever, that there are only so many of them, because that is the conservationists controlling the population of the animals. Okay? We all remember, probably all of us remember, what happened out west when they eradicated all the wolves, right? They took the predator out of the food chain. And all of a sudden, what you had was way too many deer, way too many goats, way too many elk, way too many moose, because there were no predators. And then what you had were starving, diseased animals running around. And those diseases, some of them, can be passed on to humans. It increased traffic accidents. You go, huh? Yeah, all of a sudden there's a lot more insert animal here competing for food, and so they've got to migrate further and further. Hey, we'll just go across a highway in the middle of the night. And imagine you're doing 70 miles an hour down the highway, and all of a sudden there's a moose. Okay? Have you ever been hit by a deer? Deer's nowhere near the size of a moose. Ever had the damage in your car from being hit by a deer? Okay. My ex-uncle-in-law, I guess if you will, drove a truck, a semi. He got hit by a deer. It put the truck out of commission. Okay. Yeah, they'll do some damage. Hit a moose, totaled car, could kill you. Just saying. Okay. You think about all these conservationists and what they are trying to do. And I have no problem for ethically doing things. Okay, no, I'm not PETA supporter or anything like that. But ethically doing. There's a good reason for we can only harvest so much. That helps the population, keeps the population healthy, provides food for us, and keeps disease down. Those are good things. There's a reason why there are only so many tags. Okay, only want to harvest so many. You want to let nature rebuild the resource. But according to Oregon, okay, they don't want that. They want the animals, not the ones walking around the streets of Portland, okay, not the two-legged ones, the four-legged ones, to basically be able to come and go as they please. Until all of a sudden they're going to have the issue of, gee, there's animals rooting through my trash. I woke up this morning and there's skunks, raccoons, whatever it would be, in my garage, because they're getting rid of the predator, okay, us. We are at the top of the food chain. There's a reason why, okay? It's called these things, all right? For half the country, it's this thing too, okay? But conservation? No. If there's too many animals, then we have a problem, okay? So we've got to cull them somewhere. Go into fishing, okay? What's this going to do? If you take away the ability of people to fish, you're going to destroy an industry on the West Coast, okay? I mean, if you go through and look, I mean, salmon hatcheries or anything like this, yeah, okay, now you're going to put all those people out of business because people enjoy going fishing. Salmon hatcheries, salmon run down river, bears eat salmon, okay? If bears can't find food, because a lot of the salmon population, guys, is made, if you will, currently by people. When I was in Alaska listening to them, they said because of the salmon hatcheries, they get the salmon hatcheries account for about 90% of the salmon that are in the world. Because if you took out the hatcheries and growing them under or raising them under strict conditions, only about 10% make it in nature, and people have moved it up to 90. Get rid of salmon, okay? That means we don't have lox and bagels for breakfast. That also means the bears don't have anything to eat. So now what? The bears are going to go look for something else. Guess where that is? That's coming to a town near you because of this. All this conservation stuff is, how many times have you heard me say, tip of the nose? They don't think past the tip. We want to protect the animals. You're actually killing them by doing this. You will kill the population because it will be diseased, it will be sick, it will be weak, and there are no predators therefore the predators starve, etc. And eventually, guys, that gets to us, the ultimate predator, okay? How do you get around this? I mean, reading the comments under some of these articles, the people are like, screw you, I'll hunt, I'll fish, I'll raise my own animals whether you like it or not. Come give me a ticket, I'll burn it right in front of your face. Not doing it. It's good talk, but when all of a sudden the state comes and goes, oh, okay, well, we're just going to take possession of your house because you're raising animals here, that's a problem. What do you do? What do you do if you can't get meat? You can't raise it, you can't hunt it, you can't catch it, whatever. What do you do? Are you going to buy Bill Gates burgers, because that's what's available? No. Like many of us have said, many times, GTFO these liberal states. If you live in Oregon, I'll link this below. Go read this. This is freaking ridiculous. And I'll tell you this, it won't stop here. If this passes, Washington, get ready. California, get ready, okay? You think they're not going to try to push this into, say, oh, I don't know, Idaho? How many Californians have moved into Idaho, guys? Okay? Imagine that you can't go fishing down the Kootenai River or something like that, right? There goes your livelihood. How many people spend a weekend, at least a couple of times a summer, go out fishing? Or in the fall, hey, you know what? The guys all get together, they go hunting, they come back at the end of the day, they're cleaning a deer and making sausage. These are things that are been in families for years and years and years and years and years. How many of you raise chickens, raise rabbits, raise cattle, whatever, and now we're told you can't? This is the kind of crap they are trying to stuff down our throats to get us to eat bugs, okay? To get rid of cow farts, all this sort of stuff. Do you think an elk farts or a moose farts any more than a cow farts? Yeah, they're pretty much the same, okay? It's a bigger animal. But this is what we need to stand up against now. Those of you guys in Oregon, raise hell over this. This has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Well, I don't know. The dumbest thing I've heard this week out of a liberal. Okay. Now, the dumbest thing today I've heard out of a liberal. But again, it's 7:45 in the morning. Give them a couple hours, they'll top it. Have a good one. Pinball out.